Have you ever felt like you're being controlled or manipulated by someone, but you can't quite pinpoint how it's happening? Emotional manipulation is a subtle yet powerful form of control that can leave you feeling confused, insecure, and trapped. But here's the good news. You don't have to stay in that cycle. In this video, we're going to break down the tactics manipulators use, and more importantly, how you can break free from their grip. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with the knowledge and tools you need to recognize emotional manipulation and take back control of your life. Whether you're dealing with a toxic partner, a manipulative friend, or a controlling family member, this video is for you. Ready to take charge of your life? Let's dive in. 1. Understanding emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation is when someone uses psychological tactics to control or influence your thoughts, feelings, or behaviors, often without you even realizing it. It's insidious and can make you feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells, never sure of what's real and what's not. The first step to breaking free is awareness. Start by recognizing the imbalance in the relationship. Are you constantly doubting yourself or feeling responsible for things that aren't your fault? Once you identify these patterns, you can begin to set boundaries and protect your emotional well-being. 2. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a particularly nasty form of emotional manipulation where the manipulator makes you doubt your own reality, memory, or perceptions. They might deny events that clearly happened, making you question your sanity. To combat gaslighting, document your experiences, write them down, record voice notes, or even talk to a trusted friend. This practice grounds you in your reality and helps you confront the manipulator with facts. When they try to twist your perception, stand firm and say, "I remember it differently." By asserting your reality, you weaken their control over you. 3. Guilt tripping. Guilt tripping is when someone manipulates you by making you feel guilty for things that aren't your fault, often using emotional blackmail like, "If you really loved me, you would." This tactic is designed to control your actions through guilt. To break free, you need to recognize when guilt's being unfairly imposed on you. Ask yourself, is this guilt truly mine to bear? If the answer is no, then stand your ground. Respond calmly with, "I understand how you feel, but I need to make decisions that are best for me." This approach disarms the manipulator and reclaims your power over your own choices. 4. Love bombing. Love bombing is when someone overwhelms you with affection, attention, and gifts to create a rapid bond, only to later withdraw that affection to keep you chasing their approval. It can feel intoxicating, but it's a manipulation tactic to fast-track your trust and dependence. The key to breaking free from love bombing is to set boundaries early on. If a relationship feels too intense too quickly, communicate your need to slow things down. You might say, "I appreciate your affection, but I'd like to take things at a more comfortable pace." By doing this, you take control of the relationship's tempo and protect yourself from emotional whiplash. 5. The silent treatment. The silent treatment is a form of emotional manipulation where the manipulator withholds communication to punish or control you. It's a way of making you feel anxious, guilty, and desperate for their approval. The best way to deal with the silent treatment is not to engage. When they go silent, acknowledge it without giving in to the pressure. You could say, "I'm open to talking when you're ready to communicate," and then focus on your own needs. By refusing to chase after their approval, you maintain your dignity and deny them the power they seek. 6. Triangulation. Triangulation happens when a manipulator brings a third person into your dynamic to create conflict, stir jealousy, or make you feel insecure. This tactic divides and conquers, making you more dependent on the manipulator for validation. To counteract triangulation, stay focused on your direct relationship with the manipulator. Avoid comparisons or involving others in your issues. You might say, "I think it's best if we work this out between us," which shuts down their attempt to complicate the situation. By doing so, you keep the control where it belongs, between you and the other person, not an external party. 7. Playing the victim. Manipulators often play the victim to gain sympathy and avoid taking responsibility for their actions. They might exaggerate their struggles or blame others, including you, for their problems, making you feel obligated to help or forgive them. To break free, recognize this tactic for what it is Emotional manipulation. While it's important to be compassionate, you also need to set boundaries. A balanced response might be, "I'm sorry you're going through this, but I can't solve this for you." This allows you to show empathy without being dragged into their narrative or sacrificing your well-being. 8. Manipulative apologies. A manipulative apology is insincere and often comes with strings attached, such as, "I'm sorry you feel that way," or "I'm sorry, but you made me do it." These non-apologies are designed to end the argument without addressing the root issue, leaving you feeling unresolved. To break free from this tactic, demand genuine accountability. Respond with, "I appreciate the apology, but I'd like to talk about what happened and how we can prevent it in the future." This forces the manipulator to address the issue directly and prevents them from sweeping problems under the rug. 9. Isolation tactics. Isolation is a tactic where the manipulator gradually distances you from your support system, friends, family, and other loved ones. This increases your dependency on them and makes it harder for you to leave the relationship. To break free, actively reconnect with your support network. Reach out to friends and family even if the manipulator discourages it. Be honest with them about what's happening and seek their advice and support. Remember, a healthy relationship should expand your world, not shrink it. By rebuilding these connections, you strengthen your resolve and gain the perspective needed to see the manipulation for what it is. 10. Trusting your intuition. Your intuition is your internal compass, alerting you when something feels off. Manipulators often try to override your intuition by making you doubt yourself. To break free, it's crucial to trust your gut feelings. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Don't let the manipulator convince you otherwise. Take time to reflect on your feelings and listen to your inner voice. When you trust your intuition, you empower yourself to make decisions that are in your best interest and resist the manipulator's attempts to control you. The more you listen to and act on your intuition, the stronger it becomes, serving as your safeguard against manipulation. Breaking free from emotional manipulation is not easy, but it's absolutely possible. By recognizing these tactics and implementing the strategies we've discussed, you can regain control of your life and build healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Remember, you have the power to set boundaries and protect yourself from manipulation. Don't be afraid to walk away from toxic relationships that drain your energy and self-worth. If you found this video helpful, please share it with others who might need it. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our future videos. We're here to support you in your journey to personal empowerment and healthy relationships. Thank you for watching and take care of yourself.